To fully understand exactly what regression is, and why it polarises so many people, it's important to hear from both the experts who believe it and those who cast doubt on it.
I'm Professor Chris French. I'm head of the Anomalistic Psychology Research Unit here at Goldsmiths, University of London. Past life regression is a form of therapy that's used by people who believe that we have all had past lives and that many of the psychological problems that we may suffer from in this life may have their roots in some kind of traumatic event which took place in the past life. And so what these particular therapists do is to put people through a hypnotic induction procedure and see if they can mentally take that person back into the past life so they can explore the traumatic event and see if they can work through it and try to do that as a means of resolving any psychological problems that the person has in this life. Now, it may be that it's a technique that would be helpful to some people, because obviously ultimately we're dealing with psychological problems, and if we're dealing with psychological problems, then any kind of psychological treatment that the person believes in may actually help to relieve those problems. But in terms of the actual underlying rationale, in terms of whether in any sense people really are going back mentally in time to a past life, then many people, including myself, would be extremely sceptical about any such claims.
The next expert that Nicholas is going to meet is Marissa Peer. She has a completely different outlook.
Hi, I'm Marissa Peer. I'm a hypnotherapist and a psychotherapist. I've been practicing for 25 years in England and in America, and actually all over the world, but mostly LA and London. I understand reincarnation as coming back, having more than one life, so living your life ending, and then returning and living another life, and believing that with every life you live, you're learning and evolving. Well, the healing benefits are that most people come in and say, you know, I do this, and I don't know why I do this, and I wish I could stop, and I've got a fear of heights, or I can't stop binging, and until you can explain why, you can't fix what you don't really understand. And when they can go away and go, oh yes, now I see I did that because of that, but I no longer need to do it, that's incredibly healing because it cures people. I don't think there are any risks. I mean, I think you have to be very careful about people who go and you know, a lot of people will tell you that everyone wants, people who come in and say, I want to go to a past life, always want to be Nefertiti or Cleopatra. They never want to be a chimney sweep or a ploughman, and that's what most people were. And so when I've had this spontaneous past life regression coming up, what was the most interesting thing was that people were just ordinary.